How much do you care about your future? What's going on, everybody? Adrian Rich, the Rich Mindset. I want to ask you, how much do you care about your future? Another question, what are you doing about it right now? Question number two is so important to question number one. What you're doing in the present, what you're doing at the moment is so important when it comes to your future. It's very important. A lot of times people think, once time goes by, or once I hit this age, or once I hit this date, I'll become this person, or I'll start doing the things that I want to do. The reality of the situation is you need to start doing it now. Whatever business you see yourself, working in, whatever lifestyle you see yourself living, you need to prepare and become that person now. And what do I mean by become that person now? Literally start living your life now, as if you're that person that you want to be. Or start living your life now, doing the things now, going about life in a way that you see your future self, going about life. And what I mean by that, start carrying yourself, start talking, start hanging around the people. And what you'll see is you'll naturally become, that person, or start doing those things that you desire to do. Let's start off with something simple. Your children. What type of person do you want to be to your children? Do you want them, once they become of age, to be able to start a business and you financially back them? Do you want to be able to send them to school without them having to pay anything back? Well, you have to think about those things now and, go about life in a way right here, right now, to when that point comes, you're prepared and you're ready for it. You can't decide when they're 16, 17, 18, or adults that, okay, now, I want to do these things and, put them in the position that they want to be in. One that everyone loves talking about is business or entrepreneurship. What type of business do you see yourself doing? What type of work? How do you see yourself living life? The finances you'll be making and all those different things. You have to carry yourself like that now. How would a person that makes this amount of money carry themselves? How would a person that owns this type of business carry themselves? How would a person that's this type of leader carry themselves? You have to start doing that right here, right now. And something that I found out, when you begin to take on that mindset, really thinking about the future, but at the same time, applying that to your life now, a lot of times you'll become that person quicker than you expected. Another one, legacy. What do you want to be said about you whenever you're gone? I had a thought a few years back that if I were to die right now, what would be said about me? Or I don't feel like I've done enough, to feel like I've really done anything in this world. And that's something that I really think about, and I would encourage you to think about, whether it does come to your children, which I talked about earlier, your friends, the business partnerships that you had, the relationships that you developed. What can be said about you after you're gone? Years ago, I started to look at life, 5 years down the road. And, one that really sticks out to me is 5 years down the road and somewhere around 20 years down the road. I've done 10 and 15 before, but I really think, who do I want to be 5 years from now? And, I start really thinking and trying to implement, and practicing that type of lifestyle. So when that point in time comes, I'm prepared for it, or I'm ready for it, or, I've taken time 5 years prior to really make steps to becoming that person. And trust me, that's going to put you much further ahead than just trying to become that person on that day. I'm pretty sure that's not going to work out for you, because we're creatures of habit. So I ask again, how much do you care about your future? And with that being said, what are you doing in the present? As always, have a rich mindset.